What's up? What's up?
We're back, people.
We're back in the house.
You thought you got rid of us, but no, we're back. We're back.
I never actually left the house. Suicide Boys making a return. Face it.
Banger. Heavy song, heavy song.
Hard beat.
Check out the video. It's a brand new video. Just dropped today. No, yesterday even.
They're basically driving a hearse around the town, running about, just doing bad man things. Ooh, that's freaky.
Getting murdered and shit. Getting murdered.
Anyway, how have you all been out there? Been working hard this week, have you? I certainly have been. How about you, Jake?
Yeah, mate. Been on the hustle, on the grind. Getting that work done. Yeah, trying to figure out the meaning of life and such.
If anyone has figured out the meaning of life yet, please do call in. We've actually been receiving a few calls, haven't we, Jake?
Yeah, mate.
Put this out in the open straight away. So, whichever one of you it is,
you're
right?
listening. You fucker.
We know you're there. Whoever's calling. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know how they got your number. All right.
Yeah. Well.
Obviously, someone knows somebody. Yeah.
Right. Someone out there, one of you listeners, has got my number. And that's fine. You can have my number. But to block your own number so I can't figure out who you are, now that's taking the biscuit.
Ooh, that's cheeky, that is.
But yeah, no, basically what happened is, I told Josh about this, and I told most of the guys that listen to the podcast. So guys, I know it's one of your female friends. It's got to be. There's no other way. So I got a block call. Was it last night? Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday I got a call and picked up the phone. It was a girl. Sounded familiar.
Oh, can you be sure about that though? Really?
Well,
was it?
I mean, it did sound familiar, so I presumed
someone with a voice changer.
I don't think that's a thing they would have attempted, but maybe, I don't know. But yeah, definitely sounded familiar, the voice, and started first just asked me if it's me, and I'm like, yes, this is I. And then asked me what I'm doing. I was eating dinner, so I said I'm eating dinner. And then and then started saying how they're big fans of the podcast, and big fans really. So yeah, shout out to you, whoever's got my number. I will find out
spread it round, whoever's got the number. Send it to all your friends.
Yeah, just call in.
He wants more phone calls.
Yeah, call in. Leave a message. Yeah, we'll play it on the podcast next week. And but whoever's out there, I will find you and I will kill you.
All right, Liam.
Okay. But yeah, that was a weird phone call. But yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty interesting week. We haven't spoke since, when did we last speak, Josh?
About 5 minutes before we started.
Okay, yeah, prior to that, we spoke on...
Oh, prior to this?
We did the SketchUp video. Yeah, if you watched the previous video, or haven't watched the previous video even, go take a look. It was me teaching Josh the basics of SketchUp. It was thrilling stuff. Absolutely thrilling.
Oh, yes. I made a big rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to like and share that video for all your SketchUp fans.
Yeah.
And like and share this video also, because we need to get out there.
Yeah.
People need to listen to our shit, our shenanigans.
Join the work in progress movement.
Yeah. I had a holiday on Friday, but I had to go into work. I had to bail on it. They were like, "Oh, we need you."
Oh no.
Yeah, it was. It was one of them. They wanted me to design some brand new concepts.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh. I was like, but it's for Monday. I'm like, I've got a holiday. I was like, well, tough, innit?
Oh my god.
It's like, well, you could have told us, like, months ago, weeks ago. Nah, we'll tell you on the Friday. We'll tell you on Thursday evening before it has to go. You got Friday to do it.
That's so annoying, dude. So what was that? Was that the snake shit you kept sending me?
Nah, that was something else. The snake shit was for another job. This was play panels.
Oh yeah, no, you sent me that as well.
We have to develop 3 new play panels.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
Just
anyway,
bash that shit out.
Less about me, more about more about you, Jake. I heard you're doing a bit more work.
Yeah, man. Got
freelance.
I'm freelance designer, you know. I speak Italian. I feel like if you're a freelance designer, you I don't know, it just sounds stupid. We talked about this, and it does sound stupid. It's a designer without a job, essentially. It picks up work, but yeah, no, I got some more work with the same guys and different projects. It was a cool project actually. It was like a trade stand for roulette tables, which was cool. and yeah, just simple.
No,
Oh no.
no,
No,
don't do it.
don't do it.
What's that?
I'm a virgin.
Something about your freelance just just makes you seem like an amateur Jake. You need to up your game.
To what?
You need to talk about it with a bit more panache. Up your game. Do you know what you need to start doing? You need to start having meals out, right?
Yeah.
And then just running from them. That's what you need to start doing.
Why?
You know? Why? Because you want to be like this guy.
Have you pressed
You
record,
know-
Joshy? Oh.
I've done it. You want to be like this guy. You know who
Right,
this guy is?
people,
He's
watch
the-
your
he's the
screen
man.
now. If you're listening on YouTube.
A blast of the past.
You just assured me that I could speak.
What's his name?
Look, I'm under
Let's
what?
just.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the
This is my favourite bit. Look at the headlock here.
Get your hand off my penis! Why you got me on the penis, people? Why did you do this?
Hop in the car.
What is the charge? Eating a meal?
A sucker Chinese meal.
Oh, that's a nice headlock. sir.
Ooh, nice headlock.
I see that you know your judo.
Is he a lecturer or a professor?
You, sir. Are you
I don't
ready
know.
to receive my limp penis?
Get your hands. This is my favourite bit. He's been lowered in.
Rest in peace, the restaurant runner.
Oh, that's a real OG
wow.
right there. That's an absolute gangster. So unfortunately, that guy's actually not with us anymore. So rest in peace, that guy. But
Rest in pieces. But we were stumbling along these videos just before trying to find the video. I was trying to find one without a text on it, and then this is what I actually found. I want to watch this now, you know.
yeah,
I'm under what?
you're under arrest.
Assured me that I could speak. Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look
Who
at
has time to make this sort of crap?
Oh, it's great, man. I love the internet so much. Look at that head swivel, man. That is a fucking crank.
Oh man, I could watch you like that all day.
Ah, yes. I see you know your judo well. Yeah, that's one of the legendary videos. One of my favourites, actually. One of my favourite kind of like internet crappy videos I've ever seen. But yeah, that guy is no longer with us. So RIP to that man for providing absolute gold that will live on forever. But yeah,
I want to move on. I want to run swiftly to
Okay.
some breaking news.
breaking
Do we have a
news.
breaking news like?
Oh, do actually. So we've got some breaking news. So please stand by.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
I got laid.
Oh, and that concludes the breaking news segment.
Nice.
Tune in next week to find out
Breaking
what else happens.
news. Wait, it is breaking news. I don't. Do you want any breaking news, Jake? Did you get laid last weekend?
No, none of that around here. So I do not know. I've turned into a monk. I'm now practicing monkistry. Is that a word?
Are you wearing a cloak right now?
I'm wearing a cloak. I
Have
have
you
my
shaved your head?
Yep.
Bald.
Yep. I
And
got
you
got the slap head on. And that is
Big
essentially
staff.
how they maintain the celibacy. Is they shave the head, and then from there on out, you can no longer attract females. So I see how they do it. But yes, I'm in my monk status at the moment.
Is
I
the
pray 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. And yep, and I'm brewing some rum because I know monks love rum, so I'm brewing rum. But yeah, so I'm celibate now. So yeah, but your news sounds a little bit more interesting than my monkhood.
I'll do the old Tinder segment. Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, that's the state of
That's
it at
the
the
wrong
moment
one.
for me, mate. It's
That's
very much like
exactly
that.
what it is. I'm after this one. Where is it? Come on, give it to me.
Give it to me, dude. I can
Give
do
it
the
to
old faithful if
me.
you want.
Yeah, do that.
Yes, people.
Traveling through the time-space continuum.
We're doing it.
But, I know it's playing. I can't hear your sound, man.
You know what? It's recording, so boom. Right. Welcome, people. We're deep in the valley of the Tinder segment. Josh has some very exciting news for us.
Yeah, I do. It is incredibly.
He's told me this story already, and you know what? It's a feat of a miracle.
It's a feat of magnificence I achieved, Jake.
Yeah.
I took it upon myself to see it through. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I just went for it.
Yep.
Deep in the vag.
Deep,
You know what I mean?
deep.
deep in the vag.
So we have a success story.
This girl was chilling. I'm not a very tall man. I'm actually only about 5 foot. I like to call myself 5'8", but I'm probably like 5'7".
So Josh is 5'7", so not the tallest man, but not that short.
I'm not the tallest man.
You're probably medium,
I'm
aren't
certainly
you?
not the smallest man in the room, but I'm definitely not the tallest or ever will be.
Yeah.
Anyway, this chick, we was joking about her being tall, and I was like, oh yeah, she's tall. Like, so what? I don't really care about tall girls.
Yeah.
Like, I'm chilling with that. Yeah, it's like a supermodel sort of thing. Anyway, she turns up. She's like 6'1", some ridiculous height, and
Oh my god.
you know, I was chilling. I hope this music isn't too loud, by the way.
Can you,
Shall turn
I
it down
feel
a
like
little bit?
your voice has gone down a little bit. The music seems alright, but I think
Yeah.
your voice has gone a little bit quieter. I don't know why.
I'll bring the music down a little bit.
Have you turned yourself
Is that
down,
better?
mate?
No, but I can turn myself up a little bit. Is this better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's great. That's
Oh,
perfect.
I don't want to fuck with shit too much because changing microphone.
Oh yeah,
levels
no,
and
actually, leave
crap's
it back
just
to where it
gonna
was,
make
mate. Leave
sound
it back to where it
badly.
was. I just turned myself.
Yeah,
up, mate.
yeah. Right, there we go.
Beautiful.
Right, continue the story anyway. She's 6'1".
She's 6'1", people. Now that's a giraffe
Right.
to Josh.
When I saw her, like, I saw her pictures and I was like, oh, she looks fit in these pictures. And I saw her in person, so oh, actually, damn, she
Damn.
looked tidy. And she was just like so game.
So hang on, run the people through how just you don't have,
Evening.
you don't have to no, I mean not the evening, the initial chat, because I feel like that's what people are here to learn, like how to
You wanna
be successful. I don't know if
Initial
you
chat.
should I don't
No,
know.
this is a really good example of chat because right, if you wanna
Yeah, but do you
I'm
want to
just gonna
show?
put
Do you
on
want
the
to?
screen.
Oh fucking!
Oh no, what the hell's that?
That's you.
Is that you?
No, it's you.
That is weird. I
You
never
got your-
told her to do that. Sorry. This is terrible.
Are you
We've done this
recording?
for so long. Okay, so here you want to see the initial chat? I'm getting the initial chat.
Maybe just read it out,
This
just
was
maybe just read it
actually-
out, because I don't think you want to put her in the video.
Oh,
or
it's
do
too
you-
late. It's too late. Here it is.
Are you recording?
This
Definitely.
is the initial
Are you
chat.
recording?
Yeah, I'm recording this.
Okay.
I'm recording this. Yeah.
Oh,
What the fuck?
it's when you tab out, isn't it?
It keeps doing that. It's
Production
so
value,
weird.
people.
I'm
We've got-
exiting off that.
We've got high
Anyway.
production here.
Hello, this is me speaking to her. Well, you can read it. Hello and welcome to the Madhouse.
No, hang on.
Hey.
Oh, wait, I'll be her. You be him. You be him.
Alright,
You be
I'll be
you.
me.
Go on.
Alright. I'll be your host, the baddest motherfucker in the whole of Nantwich, the notorious, the extraordinary, the most magnificent. Josh! Like
And then, how many girls have you said that to?
just
Emoji.
you. I like to be original each time.
Can't imagine there's much competition in Nantwich.
Because I buried them all.
What?
With a little demon face.
Oh Jesus! I thought someone like you would have a funnier Tinder bio. You know? Yeah. What's your Tinder
What's
bio?
it?
Shit.
I have none. It's
Oh, you got a
I
blank
don't know
bio.
what to put. I cannot think of anything good enough, so just leave it.
Dude,
What do you
dude.
think I should
You
put?
just said it. Put. I don't know what I should put as your bio.
Yeah, what do you think? That's what I asked her. So blah blah blah.
Okay. Yeah. Get to the.
Everyone
juicy
seems to
bits.
like my caterpillar picture. That's what it is.
Let's see. Oh, okay. You don't want to show your face, do you?
No, I don't mind.
Um.
But anyway, it just goes on like she's just like
So
game, man.
she's just game. Okay. Essentially, so here we
Look
got a
at
very
this,
key
look at this
point.
shit, man.
A key point to this whole situation. This girl is actually game. She's not like 90% of the girls on Tinder that are just doing it for maybe an ego boost or a little bit of just chatting because it's fun. Because a lot of people just go on Tinder because it's like something to do, isn't it? It's not necessarily.
Yeah.
But then there are these cases where you got a girl that's clearly keen, and you seem to
I think it's that one picture that sways them, and for me, it's the caterpillar picture.
yeah.
Now, Here's my profile. That is it. That's the picture right there.
That's doing you bits. That caterpillar is doing you bits.
That caterpillar right there is the crux of my Tinder.
That's so
Here's the
funny.
one. Here's the original image. That right there is how I win.
That's interesting, Josh. That's
It's
an interesting dynamic.
It's so awkward about that. You see that? You can see in the photo. The
Oh,
you can see
yeah.
the camera.
Yeah,
It wasn't even me taking a picture, man.
yeah.
I was sat with someone.
That's interesting, man. That's so essentially
Not Photoshop.
the chat went well, and then you moved on to a different social media platform. Is that correct? You got
Yes, we went to Snapchat. Snapchat's the way forward.
there. You go, people.
Pi-
A strong manoeuvre by Joshy there to go straight to the Snapchat. Beautiful play. Beautiful
You know,
play.
I don't know if I should say this yet, but I think pics got sent, mate. Pics got sent.
Oh,
the same
fucking
night.
Joshy.
Pics got sent.
Do you show her your
Yeah.
rocket you rendered?
I showed her my rocket. she
It's-
liked it,
Oh my god.
and since then she showed me a launch pad.
Launchpad and
And
missiles.
and her two thrusters.
Oh, okay. You got a good thruster view. Nice. Yeah. So then what happened? Then it moved on from there to
Well, the next
organised
day,
meeting point.
I took her out because my parents were away.
Great
I
scenario.
took her out for lunch.
Logistics. We love it.
Yeah, but they came back like halfway through. So took her out for lunch. Then we sort of chilled around the cast a bit. Came back to mine. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not." This girl is so damn game. I'm like, I don't care. Mum's downstairs. So I took her to my room and chilled up in there for a while. You know what I mean?
Chilled for a
And
while.
then I chilled for a while for a couple of hours.
Multiple chills.
And like multiple chills. And she was like, "Oh, it's time." After this, she said, "Oh, I'm probably gonna go home." And she's like, "Oh, I'm going for dinner." I was like, "Oh, really?" When she said that, I was like, "Oh." Like, we just done anything, and it's like 9:00. I'm like, she's like, "Oh, we should go out for dinner." I didn't want to say no. You know
Oh,
what I
she
mean?
wanted to go out with you.
She wanted to go out for dinner like after lunch, after.
Oh no, at
Oh,
9
fuck,
o'clock.
It's like, I'm like, it's like it's time for you to go home. I kind of felt like saying that.
You need
know,
a
this is
yeah.
like-
You need a
this is
shower,
bit-
love.
This is a bit long now. This is a bit long now. Anyway, I ended up
And
taking
you
her out for
and you
dinner.
were just stinking of like just intercourse.
Not stinking. I'm
Just
like,
fully
after all
seshed
that,
out, and she's like, "Oh yeah, let's go for dinner." You're like, "Nah, fam, get out my
I was like,
house."
"Nah, this is like your home." Yeah, exactly. My mum was like, "Go away." I was like, "Don't do that." Anyway, I mean, your mum says to me next day, "It's like, what are we doing upstairs? I mean, who? I can't believe you just took her upstairs to sit." I was like, I didn't
Oh
say
my
anything,
God.
but yeah, we were just sitting upstairs. Like, why would you want to sit upstairs? Like, why don't you come downstairs and say hello? I was like, yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why I would just sit upstairs. Stupid.
Wow, your mum, Jesus Christ.
I genuinely thought, like, how can they not like
Yeah.
hear my hear?
Here, your
Anyway,
thrusters,
That's
your
so
thrusters launching, and your launch pad shaking. Yeah.
anyway, she came back over again like another week, a
Yep.
couple of days afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Back for more.
She's a bit crazy, a bit like.
We
I
like
don't
that
know,
though. We like
not-
that in a girl.
I'm not. I think she's just a bit too tall for me. Anyway, that's the end of the Tinder segment.
Okay.
Stop right there. You play some outro. We're gonna move on out of here.
Play some outro. So that's been the Tinder segment, people. We'll be back next episode.
We'll be back with more stories. Hopefully, Jake will be telling us a story.
Yeah,
next time.
hopefully that's the mission here, people.
Everybody put your hands together and pray for this kid.
We need to pray for me
You
right
can
now.
do it. Just believe.
Times are pretty
Super likes it fishingly.
hard
You
at the
got
moment,
this,
but you
buddy.
know what? I've got this. I'll get back in the swing of things, and yeah, we'll make it happen. Great Tinder segment there, Joshy.
Great, fantastic segment.
That was top quality Tinder. That.
That was that was a success story. We don't have many success stories on this channel.
No, we've had some near misses, haven't we, already? But no, that's a good success, I think. Yeah,
That was a success story.
success. But hopefully
Fantastic,
many
fantastic,
more to come.
Yeah, I think I'm brewing one up right now. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I've already shown Jake. I won't let you viewers know.
Tinder
till next
segment's
week.
over,
Tune in next
Joshy.
week and I'll
Tune in next week.
tell you. Yeah, tune in next week for an update on that story.
Yeah.
Like and share if you also get laid this weekend. Whoop whoop.
Yep. send the positive vibes my way, especially. I need help right now. But yeah.
Yeah, send them off to Jake. Put
Yeah,
your hands on prayer. So just take a moment.
It's December time, Josh, and you know what that means? It means it's Christmas.
Oh,
Christmas
fucking cold.
time. Are you a fan of Christmas?
This is the worst time of year for my car.
Why's that?
It's going to rust to pieces. All the salt on the roads is actually starting to eat my car.
But your car's a boat, isn't it? It's half car, half boat.
It's a fucking amphibious vehicle.
It looks.
just
It does
slides
look
along
it.
the snow.
It does look like
Yeah.
it could handle a few waves, a few breakers.
I'll
But
surf it.
it does well in salt water. It's like
Oh,
just
no.
take a snorkel on the exhaust. I'm sure you're fine, mate.
Shut the fuck up, mate. It's not. It's the rust. Anyway, I'm a big fan of Christmassy. Have you eaten any of your calendar? Have you got a calendar?
Oh shit! Yes, my nan bought me a calendar. Oh, dude, I'm 2
You
days
best-
deep,
you best
mate.
You best chomp down.
Oh, sugar. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get involved in that. But
Everyone in work was having a go at me for eating all the weekends on my calendar already.
what?
Is that bad?
I've never heard of that, Josh. Why would you eat the
Well,
weekend?
because I'm not in work on the weekends. So
Oh,
I've just eaten all
okay.
the
So
weekend
work. You've got a
chocolates.
work calendar. I like it.
Yeah, I've got a work calendar, so I've eaten all the weekend ones.
So do you have two calendars? Do you have one at home?
Yeah, I got one at home as well.
Oh, mate, that's so grim. isn't it?
Someone bought it for me at work, so
Yeah,
I'll say no.
to be fair, my nan bought me my calendar. But yeah, Christmas is the time when families come together and whatnot. But I'm just kind of bored of Christmas, you know? It seems to come around, well, really quickly in my eyes.
Are you asking for anything for Christmas?
Nah, I just feel bad now. It's like my parents don't have a lot of money or whatever. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I don't really want anything, really. There's nothing I particularly want, and anything I want, I can go
I've-
buy myself, really. Like, I don't really...
I've literally bought everything I want this
Yeah.
Black Friday. I mean, I went on a freaking spending spree.
Oh,
I
yeah.
literally bought so much crap. I can list off right now
Go on,
all the
list
shit I
it.
bought.
List
I
your...
bought a table saw.
Nice.
I bought a Logitech steering wheel and pedals. I bought a 3D printer.
Woo!
I bought a extraction fan from Heat Workshop. What else did I buy?
Oh, that's
I
great.
just bought like a pillar drill.
Nice. Just
Just
investments.
loads. Yeah, loads of investments. I mean,
Mm.
apart from the steering wheel was an investment in my fund, but and my parents are asking me, "What do you want?" I haven't said anything, and I finally thought about what I want, because I think if you're gonna get something from a gift, it's something that you wouldn't buy for yourself, because you know it's like a waste of money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I know, man. Yeah.
It's like when you buy a gift, it's always like you pay that bit extra because it's just like nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
You do it for someone else, you wouldn't do it for yourself.
No, yeah.
So I've asked for a VR headset.
Oh my god.
It's like one of those things, isn't it? Like you would never buy one for yourself. It's just like a waste of money.
If you're
If
asking,
someone's
yeah.
offering.
Yeah. If they, I mean,
Like, how sick is my racing game going to be with a VR headset?
oh shit, man. That will be
sitting in
cool.
the car. It'd be so good. I hear it's amazing.
Oh my god, that's gonna
Well,
be
looking forward
sick.
to it.
Fuck, but then you're going into the realm of, well, VR land, which is kind of a sketchy place, isn't it? We talked
Why
about
is that
this.
a sketchy place?
Well, because once you're in. It's like the Matrix. You'll plug yourself in, and then that'll be you for like the next 4 years of your life, and then you wake up in a puddle of piss and shit, and you've just been VRing for 4 years.
No. I think that's an actual thing. You know how the
Dude, it's a thing, man. People live in that shit.
have you seen the thing where if you put a pair of upside down goggles on your eyes, like the world's upside down,
Yeah.
but if you leave them on your eyes for like a matter of weeks, then finally your brain adjusts to having them on their eyes, and it turns them into reality, pretty much. So, if you have a VR headset on
Yeah.
for like months, living in some like sort of fantasy world,
Yeah.
would your brain trick itself into thinking that's actually reality? If it was like 100%
Dude, yeah.
realism.
100%, yeah. But no, it wouldn't even need to be. Say if you got imagine this, you get a kid, a newborn kid, and they strap a VR
And
headset
stick it
on.
into VR straight
Yeah,
away.
straight
I was
away.
thinking about that.
It wouldn't know any different, would
That'd be
it?
Crazy.
And then
No.
when they're 24, you take it off
Whip
and
it
be
off.
like, "Welcome to the real world, motherfucker."
What could you? Oh, now this opens up a
Dude.
load of fucking doors. Imagine this, right? You know how
We
there
are
are
in
big
VR.
problems in the world about like children like being brought up in bad environments, or like you don't want your kids to go to school and be exposed to like all like bad stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine if people started putting their children in virtual reality worlds where everything was like perfect and laid out exactly the way they wanted their
That's
child to be brought up.
that's definitely a possibility, man. That is so close to us.
Isn't
It's
that-
not even funny. Yeah, but I was
because if you don't want your child to be exposed to like certain things, you could just bring them up in a VR world.
yeah. That's it's
What would that actually do to someone's soul?
you wouldn't know.
Because
I
it would
mean,
always be good when you take the headset off, right?
well, no. What if you?
Your
No,
eyes-
hang on. You're
your
living
eyes
in an
would probably
ideal
be
world.
fucked.
Is that what you're saying? You're living in an ideal world in your headset. You take it off, and then you're back to this world. Is that
No,
what?
I'm saying when you're married and or you have a kid, and you thought, no, I don't want my kid to go to regular school because he might be exposed to like corrupt ideas from
Right,
the government or whatever silly version you have, and instead bring them up on a virtual reality headset that teaches them, all the things they get taught in school,
Yeah,
all the things you want them to be taught. Like they live their life through this headset.
yeah,
Like maybe have virtual friends or even like AI friends.
yeah. Dude, it's possible, man. It is very
Would
possible.
would that fuck your life up? Like when you're 18, like eventually taking off the headset and living in the real world?
Oh yeah, definitely, wouldn't it? Because if you're living
I
in
think you'd
a
actually have a meltdown. I think you might actually die of shock. Or you might be amazed. It might be amazing.
well, that's like the whole the Matrix. You've seen the Matrix, haven't you?
Never.
Oh, fuck's sake, man. Well, the Matrix is basically that you're not in the real world. Everyone's in this kind of like fake computer generated world, and when you you wake up for real, you're in this like
Yeah.
parallel universe that is like really not a nice place to live. But it's a cool concept, and the fact that you could definitely bring up a person. Now it's like VR has got. Well, you've seen VR, like VR videos. It's pretty damn good now. And yeah,
You get 10 minutes, 15 minutes you absorbed in there.
yeah. Have you used the headset?
Yeah. I've used
Oh,
the
yeah.
full like headset controls. I was even on this like moving panel. So as I ran around in this like contraption, I
Yeah.
ran around in the game.
Yeah,
Really
dude,
amazing.
it's a scary thought. But VR at the moment, there's still like something about it that's not. It's not mainstream. It's not like, you know what I mean. It's not like because everyone thinks, oh, VR is gonna. No one will watch TV anymore. No one will watch.
It's expensive.
But it's not. I mean, it's not even though anymore, is it? You can get like a little cheap VR heads. Oh no, you have to run
And it's
a
not
computer,
high-
don't you?
It's not high quality.
Yeah, you
It's
need
not
a-
high enough quality.
Yeah.
And there's so many uses for it.
Mm.
So many uses.
But it's like, I mean,
it's just simulations, isn't it?
It's like amazing for imagine like for disabled people that can't walk or get around now. You can give them a VR headset that gives them the ability to go places that they haven't been and stuff like that. I was thinking about for old people as well in old people's homes. You could give them VR headsets so they could still do like interesting things, but now they're in a
nothing compares to the real thing. Like you couldn't sit. I know once I get this VR headset, I sit in my computer and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to the Alps. I'll go look at the Alps.
Yeah.
I've not been to the Alps. I've seen a picture. But
No.
I've seen a better picture. If there was something like, there's nothing could ever compare to the real thing.
well, I mean, it's like
That's the fact.
it's like a yeah. When I mean no, but we're getting pretty damn close. That's the scary thing. Imagine this: an environment that you sit in, and basically the external conditions of this environment you're sitting in reflect what you're seeing in the VR camera. Say you're up the Alps or whatever, it's freezing cold. The room temperature drops, and you get like a wind.
Get that.
So like, I mean, there's no reason why it couldn't be like a live video. So you actually are there. It
I
could.
think you'd have to trick your brain into thinking it was real first. Like
But-
sit in the headset for a couple of weeks.
Have you ever done the Disneyland rides when they got the? It's like a 4D experience. So like,
No.
yeah.
No.
So like the character will like sneeze on you and you get splash of water. And when you
Oh no, I've had that. Yeah.
like some of
Bugs Life.
yeah shit like that. And then the Transformers ride. And when you
Yeah,
kind
I've
of
seen
like
ones.
you don't try and force, you kind of relax into it. There is for like a split second you do kind of feel like shit. I'm in another world. It was like for me, Avatar, the film Avatar, when that first came out, me and my dad went and saw that in IMAX 3D, and it was like how long's the film? Like 2 hours or something. But you fucking watch that film and you're so immersed in it that it was almost like I felt like I was in the film for a period
Were
of time.
you watching it in IMAX?
Yeah, IMAX 3D,
Yeah.
like full whack.
Was
And
it? I just don't think that thing resonates with my eyes that well. I just think it's all a bit blurry and a bit all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't really follow.
yeah, sometimes
I
it's
think
like that.
I think there is a market for VR headset cinemas. Like, but the film would have to be shot in VR potential.
Right, yeah. But this is the
I
thing.
think that'd be very big potential.
The only problem with that is like when there's a scene in a film, there's normally only one. You're supposed to be looking at a certain thing, because that's the interesting part of the scene, like the shot. So if it was like a
Yeah,
first
yeah.
person, you wouldn't be like, if they're doing something with their hands in front of them, you wouldn't be looking behind you, would you?
No.
It's like
It would have to be, but like it's when you see that scene in 3D. Like when you wear the headset, everything's way more 3D than say a 3D screen. So maybe it's VR, but your head's in one direction.
right, yeah, got you.
It's just they get depth of field.
Yeah,
But even then, like filmmakers like to do shots where you mess with the depth of field, blur certain things in and blur certain things out.
yeah.
I know if you'd be fucking the film industry, but there is a market at the minute for VR like zombie shooter games. So they buy a warehouse and sort of kit out, like they build like wooden boxes in it to like simulate wars, and then they give these people this headset, and in the headset in the game, the exact layout of the building is the exact layout of the game on the headset.
Right, yeah.
So as you walk around in the headset and you come up to a wall, the wall's actually there
Jeez.
because the maps mimics, and they do that, and then they put zombies in the game.
Fuck that.
Like, how fucking intense would that be? I think it'd be amazing.
Yeah,
So you do that right now.
Yeah,
I
that's
really wanna
cool.
try that.
That's cool. Yeah, VR headset. Yeah, very interesting. I don't think. I think it's gonna be another year, like you said. Like it's a bit too expensive at the moment for it to be like a mainstream thing.
The Vive is like 350 quid, but the HTC something. So the Oculus Rift is like 350, but the HTC Vive is like $700, $800.
But don't you need it? You need the PC to back it up, don't you? You need a high.
Oh yeah, and you need a 6 graphics card and stuff as well.
Right,
You
yeah,
need
so
a
that's-
£1,000
yeah.
PC.
So for like a good setup, you're probably looking at like 1,500 quid or whatever, $2,000 to get
Yeah.
a good VR
Yeah,
experience. So yeah, I'm not asking for that for Christmas. I don't know.
I
Yeah,
already got 90. I've got 90% of it. I just need the.
yeah, you
headset.
got a good rig. But yeah, Christmas coming up, and it's also my birthday, dude. I've been pondering
What? When's your birthday?
15th of December, but
Oh my gosh.
it's pretty crazy because I'm turning 24, dude, and
You old bastard.
it's quite scary. It's a big number. It feels like shit. Should I be mature by now?
You're like nearly at 30.
I'm nearly 30.
Fuck. What have you got to show for it?
I don't know. I've got a degree.
I just don't think people with degrees. Like, I just don't see any positive about it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Now I see people with sick jobs. I think.
nah,
yeah, you
but
do
fuck,
well.
no. I
Fuck your
disagree. Like,
degree.
I think the degree itself is just like just personal development of experience and meeting people and putting yourself out there. Because I've made like mates at uni that are like amazing mates, and I wouldn't have done that without university. If I went to a job or whatever, yeah, I might be more successful, I might have more money, and I might, whatever, have a sick job, cool car, but I wouldn't have had that mad experience. And it was a mad experience, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
and yeah, the stuff you learn at uni, you can't really put a price on. And to be fair, I haven't paid anything back yet, and I won't be until I'm earning.
Yeah, because I won't ever earn that much money. I just want to get a business. Fucking make some money here.
Yeah,
These people become middlemen. Buy and sell shit.
yeah, it's a simple business model.
Get on
Isn't
the
it?
Chinese markets.
Get to
Some
China, son.
customers.
Yeah, but yeah. So 24, it's a big deal for me. I don't know. It's kind of like it's a milestone. It's like fuck. Next year I'm 25.
I wonder what the demographic of our viewers are. I wonder what that age range is.
It's our mates, isn't it?
You listening? Are you above 20? Are you below 20? I wonder if you have any like
Old
people, like,
geezers.
below the age of like 18 or like 65 plus, like listening to us right now. If you are, hello.
Hello, 65-year-olds.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah,
Did you know that? Did you know that Tinder has a 55 plus for you guys? So you old fogies, get on.
Yeah,
Get on young Tinder.
there's plenty of talent on there, guys. Older guys, get on there. There's some absolute cougars.
Mate, I got a cougar right here called Nikki.
Nikki
Can I
the
ever show you
cute.
Nikki?
Yeah. Look at the bio. The bio says MILF to GILF. So this she's a grandma. Born, bred and raised.
Granny's on Tinder, mate.
Looking for younger Mr. Right. Oh, she's actually looking for a toy boy.
Oi, that's funny. That. Should we flick through?
Oh look, she's obsessed with UFOs and aliens. Sick. I'm down.
She's all yours. I'll share her with you.
Yes, share her. Oh, dude, actually share her. Yeah, let's get involved. But yeah, older geezers get on Tinder. I'm surprised there's not like an OAP Tinder, like a what would it be called?
Oh, I think it's called an old people's home, where they just put them all together. You can get them to date through that.
Instead of an app, it's a building. And they just shovel them in,
Yeah, it's just they put them all in. Oh.
wheel them in wheelbarrows. It's like, there you go. Get to it, old boys.
Could you imagine? Right, let's put yourself in a 65-plus-year-old.
I can't do it. I can't even think.
You're in an old people. You're in an old people's home, yeah.
Oh my
You're
god.
surrounded by older ladies. What's your move? What do you do? How do you attract their attention?
I think by that age,
Do you
I
just
don't
try
think-
not to shit your pants, or
Yeah.
try to do the least smelly farts?
Try not to dribble on him or whatever. I reckon that by that point though, I don't think they give a fuck. I reckon if they get anything, they're happy.
See
So I reckon
something
it's a
like,
case of
yeah.
just getting it out and going to town. I reckon you're safe. But
Well, my granddad is a dirty little bugger. He's in old people's home now. He's got himself a girlfriend already.
oh yeah, you said. I think you might have said on the podcast.
Yeah. Well, my parents went back there to visit the other day, and she was like,
He's got her
he's like,
pregnant.
Phyllis, take me to the toilet. And she takes him to the toilet. I'm like, what? This guy.
Oh, what the fuck, man? He's pimping him out, mate. He's like a
My
little.
granddad's pimping.
He's a little boss. He's got like 10 birds on the go.
He probably does,
He's
you know.
got a little
He probably-
piss rotor. They've all got to hold his shaft one at a time.
It's a Thursday.
Wait.
Come on, Gertrude.
Granite,
Get in here.
Get wiping, bitch. Spit on it.
Pull back the wrinkles. Come on.
Ah!
I don't want piss on my bed.
Take it all. Take it. There's dust everywhere. Just dusty fannies everywhere. He opens up the bathroom. He's like stepping out of like a smoke machine. He's like, it's a bit dusty in there, love.
You just fucking open the fucking bathroom. And he's just in there with 7 old ladies. Just a cloud of dust. Like, what do you want? Sorry, Granddad. Sorry.
Oh, he's trying to make it work no matter what. He's like, I'm still going.
It's like a.
Gertrude, get on all fours now. I'm ready. It's in. We made it. And he climbed. Oh mate, just dust everywhere. Just dust.
My God.
That's what I think. That's my theory on getting old. And like, I reckon all sexual juices just turn into dust. So you climax and it's like, you know when you like step on those little puffball mushrooms and like a little puff of dust comes out. I reckon it's like that when you finish, when you hit the home straight.
Oh my God.
You just get a little.
It's like getting like a handful of salt in your hand and just.
It's like a little Casper ghost just like appears from the shaft and disperses into the air.
Oh mate, I bet it's not like some sort of like powerful like contraction of like explosion. I bet it's more like a dribble.
And then you get a hernia. Do you fucking have to go back to hospital or some shit? Oh mate.
No.
But yeah, that's a good question
I'm
actually.
scared of being
Do you
old.
reckon you're still going to be as horny as you are today when you're older, or? I like to say I am. I like to say I'm going to, be working, grafting.
I'm
all the
definitely
time.
not as horny as I was like when I was younger.
Oh, dude, man, I was fucking rampant.
I was thinking.
I'm still pretty fucking rampant. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Mate, it's like probably why they don't let kids like drink alcohol or drive cars, because they probably just do anything they can to impress a girl, mate. Like the lengths you'd go to impress a girl.
Oh
back
yeah, mate.
then. I mean, fucking handbrake turning.
Yeah, that's what you have. Yeah, I wasn't doing that shit. I'm not that stupid. But yeah, no. So your granddad's pimping out the old people's homes. He's got
Yeah,
a few girls on
Phyllis
the
his
rotor.
ring,
Has he got any?
the shaft holding rotor.
Do you reckon he? Come on, my shaft. Do you reckon he's actually doing bits? Do you reckon he is actually?
Well, I know that when they go to bed, they have out off their bed. They have a pressure mat. They have separate
what?
bedrooms. There's a pressure mat on the bed, on the floor around the bed. So when they get out of the bed, if their feet touch it, it sends a signal to whoever's working that they're stood up. Like
What
moving
if
around.
your granddad just going, for like some standard doggy
Right.
off the edge of the bed, and
Well, this is it. This is it. So he's figured out a way to like move it or get over it, so he can invite Phyllis in.
no, no,
Yeah.
the crafty bugger.
He's a crafty bugger, mate.
How old is this
He's
boy?
like, come on, girls, get in here.
He just flocks them in like sheep. Like, go on, get on him.
Yeah.
Wheels them
He
in.
just goes around all the
Wheel- got them.
wheels them in.
He's got them by the barrow
Yeah.
load. Got them by the ton. Does he? So do you know if he does actually get busy then? Does he actually do? Has he told you?
Mate,
that?
I've no. He has not told me if he gets busy.
Is he?
He's
How old
a
is
man,
he?
Isn't
Is
he?
he?
He's a man. He knows what he
Yeah, but
wants.
what age are we talking at?
He's like at least 80. Is he 80? Or is he 78?
Oh, so he's got some years on him.
Yeah, mate. He's got the old. Well, he's in a home especially for dementia people, but he's definitely nowhere near as bad as the people in there.
Oh yeah, my granddad was in a old people's homes. I'm on nan actually, but yeah, so they're horrible places. I mean, the staff do their best to look after people, but it's just like it's a bit nutty when you go in there. It's a shame really. Dementia's so bad, but I mean, if your granddad's pimping it, at least he's happy pimping with Felicity
Yeah,
and
mate.
Margaret.
He's just pretending he's got dementia so he can get in there. If I,
yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to put my dick there. It was just dementia.
I just forgot. I forgot I had a dick.
Yeah.
What is this? Can you come see what this is?
Can you come hold this? Get your
Enough about
hands off
granddad,
my
right?
penis.
Enough about my fucking. Yeah, that is my granddad, pretty much. No.
Get in the car, sir. Get in the car. Oh man,
I see you know your judo.
it's such a good fucking video. That. Yeah. So Christmas is coming. Are you gonna spend time with your granddad, or is he?
No, I don't know.
Do you get him out? Do you let him out every now and then, or is he pretty stuck there?
No, he's chained up in there.
Yeah, I mean they are like a lot of them.
He's not allowed out.
Yeah.
They take him on trips sometimes. They get in a little minibus and they go to places, I think.
He's probably a dealer as well, isn't he?
So, what are you going to do for Christmas then? You're going to get yourself a date for New Year's or something? You're gonna
Yeah,
work
mate.
on that?
Yeah, I'm like after your inspirational story and your success. When you told me about it last week, I was a bit jealous, Josh. I was like, "Fuck's sake, man!
Do you
What
know-
am I?"
I told my friend this the other night and he just said how jealous he was as well.
But it's not like I know I can get back to that stage. I've been there. It's like I can do it. I've got it in me. It's not like I'm like never. You know what I mean? It's like I can do
You're
it.
not lost.
No, I'm not lost. I know how to get back on the fucking wagon. I just need. It's just where I'm at the moment. The populace of Famales is it's low. It's dusty. It's dusty in places.
Mate, your dick's dusty.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting dusty. It's gathering dust.
To me- I was thinking, I thought about this, right? I'll change my alias on Tinder. I'll log in as you, or you log in as me. And then we'll get our chicks from our local area. Switch them down.
Hang on,
You know
I'm
what I
confused.
mean?
How would that work? So I'd get chicks in your area.
Well, yeah, because if I logged in as you on my Tinder,
Oh, dude, hang on.
in the 100-mile radius, it would be you, not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you can log in as me down in Brighton.
And then
and
what?
Get me all the fucking. Oh, get me. Then just match with people.
What? And then when you come down, you've got matches ready to go.
No, that would be actually not a bad idea.
Well, the thing is, Josh, if you got your £3 a month donation, which we're still hoping for, you can actually. The feature of this allows you to put yourself anywhere in the world. So I can actually go put myself in Nantwich right now.
Can you already do that? Can you?
Yeah, mate. Just it's just when you've got the money and you got the cash, you can fucking do these kind of things without having to log into other people's accounts. But you're getting there though. You're getting there. I think you got a 50p donation last week.
Did it actually? Yeah, 50p. Whoever the person who called you up on the phone needs to donate.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
get donated, you fucker.
Little did they realise when they called your phone, it was actually £3 a minute.
Yes.
Straight into my bank account.
Yeah, to be fair, whoever called me, give me another bell. I want to decipher this code. This could be like an ongoing thing, with the podcast. Figure out.
And thanks for calling me, by the way.
Yeah, see, this is where I think it's.
No, no, what to call.
Oh mate, I kind of have an idea who it is, but I've been told it's not that person. So, You know, we're gonna have to dig deeper. We're gonna have to dig deeper,
Could be
Josh.
some
and,
lies.
figure
Do
out-
some research.
Yeah, do some absolute research.
Investigating.
I've been.
That's what we need to do.
What else have you been? Have you joined the gym yet? I think you said you were gonna do that, or have you
I
given
joined
up?
the gym time ago. I told you I was going to quit the gym.
Yeah, I'm fucking killing it at the moment. Hit a PR yesterday.
Getting big.
Getting strong, not necessarily big, and getting just a bit more athletic looking.
That's
Just
good. That's good. That's
standard
what we need.
shit. I'm never gonna be a fucking jacked massive dude. I just don't have the genetics for it really. But
You need the drugs for all that sort of
yeah,
stuff.
drugs and
Watching this
genetics.
video
Yeah,
just before, the guy was injecting testosterone into his body.
yeah. I've got a few friends that have done steroids. I was like grew up around it. Like I knew.
Not steroids, testosterone.
Yeah, that's part of the like steroid cycle. That really test is like.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But yeah, no. Hitting gym. It does feel good, man. When you're like fucking, moving more weight than you were last week or whatever. It's fun. I don't know. I do enjoy it, and I enjoy that. I've got some new
You
headphones.
got time to do it though. That's the problem.
Yeah, mate. That's what happens when you're a freelance designer, mate. You've got plenty of time.
You have plenty of time to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You still get paid just as much.
Yeah, man. I've had a month. I've actually had a month this month. I made a month's month. I made a month's wage. I've
A
done
month's wage,
I've-
but in like 2 weeks' work.
Yeah, and I've got a bit more lined up. This is the only thing though. It's great. It's fucking great. I love it. It's awesome, but it's consistency. So I'd have like a week with nothing. I'm like, fuck. I start panicking. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna have to just like? But then like every time that happens, it seems to be that I get a call like, oh shit, can you do this? I'm like, fuck, thank fuck. It's weird. It's like I don't like it though. It's not consistent enough for my liking. But
You only got one client.
yeah, but it's kind of like it's doing. But they've got so many clients. It's like they are now getting a lot of traffic that they've got enough to give
Yeah.
me. And I'm going to be pretty much their chief renderer at the moment. They don't have anyone else to do renders or like fix designs, that kind of thing. So at this point in time, it looks quite good, but it's just not stable. The stability's not there. So the aim is to get more clients.
Still hasn't got back to me.
Is it not?
No, I need to email them. Fuck.
Yeah. Well,
I'm so lazy.
it's fine. Yeah, you'll get it done. But yeah, it's hard out there. It's hard out there on the streets. I think the whole economy is like feeling it. I don't know if anyone's doing well anymore.
It's wavy, innit? It's just like, whoa.
It's just and it's winter.
A sure thing is no longer a sure thing.
No, dude, nothing fucking sure in this world. I don't think. But yeah, another thing was my mum works for a bank. This is quite interesting. She's worked there 15 years. And basically what they've been doing recently is moving her from branch to branch, which is weird. And she hates, like, bless her, she should be retiring right now. I like feel bad for her. She's getting on. I was just like, and she's always like stressed out about work, and I just feel like so bad for her. I just want her to like stop, but she can't. It's annoying. But then I was like, okay, she doesn't want to move to this new branch that they're putting her to, and they're saying, well, I basically said like, you should just say I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. What's the worst thing to do? Fire you? But then I'm pretty sure that's like like an unlawful firing. And then I said like, what do your colleagues do? And apparently all her colleagues.
It'll be in a contract.
It might be in a contract. But her colleagues have been there for 35 years. Imagine working for someone else for 35 years and being happy with it and content. I just find that like I just can't. I don't know if it's like a millennial thing because we've been brought up seeing how people have done. Like we see Instagram, we see business people, crushing it, doing their own thing. I don't know if it's just because that, but the idea of working for someone else for 35 years is like mad to me. I can't even comprehend that. Like to make someone else money for 35
You
years.
gotta start working for yourself. Like, how do you do that? Like, you gotta start. It's so difficult.
It's fucking difficult, but I'm trying now.
Like, I've done all this workshop stuff, and I've still not sold anything yet. Not really made anything yet.
Yeah.
It's just having the time. Like,
That's it, dude. You're kind of stuck at the moment because you've got your job. You're dedicated to a 9 to 5. But me at the moment, I've got free time, and then when work's on, I'm working obviously. But so right now, I'm happy. If I could maintain, say, this month, a bit more money would be nice or whatever. But if I can maintain this month, that's a pretty cool situation to be in because then it's like half and half. I've got half free time to develop my own stuff. Plus, I'm working on other people's shit, which is cool.
Have you actually been doing that though?
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically working on a project now that I'm basically doing a personal portfolio project. Well, I'm basically trying to make the most badass thing I can, creating the most badass thing, and I'm gonna send it to like a massive company, and then send it
What
to.
are you making?
I'm making like a fuck off trade stand. I think like something that, because I want to go back to basics. I want to actually design something from scratch and like really put some effort into it and put some time into it. Like treat it like a project. And then I want to send this to like big companies, just like free. Just send them the renders. Be like, yo, I designed this for you. What do you think? And all I'm hoping for is eventually someone will pick up and be like, holy shit, this is sick. Let's get in contact with him. I want this, or something like that, and just a contact, just something, because that's how all these jobs so far have come from, just word of mouth and like having a contact, and that's literally everything in this business. It's being that first person that someone thinks of when they're like, oh shit, I need this designed.
Yeah.
Who are we gonna call?
Yeah,
oh, let's call that dude. So my plan is to just crush this
People
project.
stick with suppliers, unless they can be bothered to find new ones.
That's
so if
it,
you get
yeah.
in the foot door first, they know they've got you. They won't bother looking for anyone else because that's just time and money in itself, and you can't be sure
Yeah.
of their skill and experience. But
Yeah. So my goal is to be the first person that people think of when they think of anything design related. That's a fucking great goal actually to have. Like, if you're like one of the top people that come to mind when a company wants, I don't know, a trade stand or an event, an interior, some kind of design, a product, whatever, then that's an amazing place to be in, because then you're first to the food really. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working on in my free time.
we have to show something about the next podcast, get some feedback from the viewers, see what they think.
No, I'm keeping it tip top, mate.
Yeah, keep it tip top secret.
Tip top,
Secret.
tip top.
Shh.
Like this cooler.
Tiny
This
one.
cooler's tip top secret. I'm gonna find out who that fucking cooler is. But yeah, I mean, you've got your workshop now, haven't you? You can start cracking on, but obviously time's not your friend.
Do you know what's not my friend at the minute? More than time, it's the cold. Being in there, my hands are just so cold.
Get a little heater,
So I
dude.
don't wanna- yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna get a little heater.
Little baby heater. Fucking
I've been-
keep you well warm.
Just doing bit by bit,
Tell them about your
Little
3D
bit by
printer.
little bit. I bought a 3D printer. I did. I said I.
Yeah, but
bought
tell
one.
them because I'm so excited that you've got that
150 quid,
bargain.
and it is a bargain, and its print quality is freaking awesome. Like, and also it doesn't look ugly. It looks nice.
Yeah, it does.
It looks
doesn't it?
very smart. I thought I'll show you the picture.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna be inputting the picture now.
you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, right, input now. Okay, nice. Yeah, no, it's a cool little printer, and that print that you showed me, that little cat, that was awesome. And then you obviously printed our logo. Josh printed our logo. We'll put that on screen now. If you're listening, we're gonna put that on screen, which is pretty cool. And for 150
also,
quid, you can't go wrong, mate.
Yeah,
you
it's
can't go
mint,
wrong.
man. Absolutely wicked. I've been printing out some stuff for my car, so I've just been printing out like 1mm thick. It looks like a washer, so like a circle with a hole in it,
Yeah.
and it's to cover like this little bit in my car because I hate my radio like shines too much light behind the wheel that it turns. So I've made like a little disc to go over it and then put the wheel back on it, and it stops the light shining in my eyes because at the minute I was just using a piece of tape.
Oh right, that's cool.
It doesn't look as nice, but no, it will. I still want to build the phone stand and stuff. In fact, I'll get that designed and I'll show it on the pod.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, like, how do you? Is it a case of designing something in 3D and then is it just how you
Yeah.
export it? Is that how you get the file type? Or?
STL file, you
Yeah.
STL out, and then you can turn that into G code, and then it prints it.
And then can you adjust how many, like the micron? Is it called microns? Like how detailed it is, or is that?
There's a lot of settings to be messed with. There's also a load of different slicer programs
Right.
like Cura or XYZ slice. And I wanted to use this really good one, but I couldn't get it to connect with my printer, so I've been using their one, which is all right, but it definitely didn't do. I don't know. Not as many settings, not as easy to use, but I mean it still prints the object at the end of the day, which is all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
matters.
And
But like, it annoys me how it prints sometimes.
why is that?
Well, because if I've drawn a circle, okay, and it wants to infill it, so it will just go up, down, all the way across. But instead of doing it up and down all the way across, it sort of does the middle bit, and there's a bit on the left, and then there's a bit on the right, and then goes back to all the way to do a bit more on the left. And every time it switches from left to right, it obviously drags a bit of acrylic across.
Right. Yeah.
So instead of having like a smooth finish, it has like these lines going across it where the head's moved.
Right. Yeah.
It's just annoying and unnecessary. I don't know why it just doesn't
I'm pretty.
do from
yeah.
left to right.
I'm pretty sure you can fix that. I think I've seen someone talking about that. It's called something when you how the print prints. Yeah, instead of doing it, I think it's like doing the most optimal, I don't know, positioning like that, the way it's doing yours. But there's a way to set it so it does it like in order almost. It like prints from left to right, say, or whatever. But can your printer
I don't know why it does
do?
it.
Is it just PLA or can it do other materials or?
ABS, PLA.
Oh,
mainly,
nice.
Those two.
Because I showed you that
Wait.
thing about vapor thinging, didn't I?
Yeah. It does. I thought it didn't look that nice, you know.
It just
Like
comes
that
shiny,
glossy look.
yeah. I guess the shines, but I mean, I suppose like you do that and then you spray paint it in black or whatever, it will look like, you know, like a cast bit of acrylic, like a really nice bit of plastic. I think that's the takeaway there. It's not necessarily the finish itself. It's like once it's painted and stuff, it gives a much better finish. But
I saw a really interesting video just then about someone 3D printing a lion,
yeah,
but he did it really. I really need to find that video now, so I can show you. But he 3D printed this lion, and he did it in such a way that, like, the lion's mane, it was it actually looked realistic. Because if you imagine a 3D printing like hair, it would look terrible.
yeah,
But what he did instead is he 3D printed the lion, and then left loads of I found the video right here. Ooh, I'm recording it for you. Can you see my screen?
yeah. I can see your screen.
So you see he printed this lion.
So
like,
he's
this big dish around it.
yeah.
It's just being really clever with it. And then
Oh wow.
he printed basically loads of lines around the top of the head,
Yeah.
connecting to it. And then when he cut it off, it was basically this.
That's so cool.
And then he just started to, like, basically, I presume he warmed them up.
Oh
And
wow.
started to move them. And then, so I think that looks
That is very
quite
cool.
incredible.
Viewers, if you're
Very
listening, look at the screen.
Very savvy. It actually looks decent. It just gives that whole, like...
That's so cool. It looks
another
like hair,
feel
doesn't
to
it?
That's what I mean. Like, who would have thought of doing that?
It looks like a
Really
wig. That's cool.
But it would look better than anything you'd, like, 3D, like, model it and then 3D print it.
Yeah, yeah.
What
That's
he's done is
sick.
much smarter.
That's clever. You could print your head. Dude, print your
Yeah.
face. Scan your face. Print that.
There's a load of hair around it.
Stick it on the bonnet of your car as well.
There's loads like little 3D print hairy lion.
It's
Oh,
really
he's done another
cool.
one. He's done a massive.
Oh
one.
wow, that's a big fucker. Oh, he just hair dries.
Oh, it must be a model someone's already made. It's like 3D printing, pretty cool stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. It's very cool stuff.
I would quite like to.
That's good. That's high quality.
He
He's
did just
painting
print
it.
random crap. And what's that for? Like, who wants to buy that? That's the problem.
Mm.
Now, what can you 3D print that's actually viable? Like, people would purchase.
I told you about the 3D hands. I think that's one of the best things about 3D printing is the prototyping and the making. And making stuff
Yeah,
unique.
yeah.
Like, because that's what 3D printing's so good. You can make bespoke stuff one off that's cheap. So when there's videos that people are making these mechanical hands for like children, and they're designing them so they look like their favorite superhero, and I think that's the coolest
Yeah.
thing ever, because it obviously makes the child feel less insecure about their disability or whatever, and they get a fucking really cool prosthetic out of it that's cost like 50 quid to make, as opposed to like $5,000.
Well, that's the whole reason behind it is because a decent prosthetic arm is like $100,000.
yeah,
But you don't want to give a child a proper one because they'll outgrow it.
yeah.
Just like a child outgrows their shoes. So what he did, he just kept printing plastic ones for them that were really cheap, had like one mechanical motion. So they could have one.
Yeah.
Rather than spending thousands and thousands of pounds each time they need a new one, they could just print out a new one.
Yeah, that was so cool, man. That's like
He was a really
yeah.
proper design, that is.
That's proper design. But I think if I ever had a prosthetic, I think I would have to have I would love something like this, something like super techie and super out of this world. And the whole thing is that they've got this grip function, and all it requires is like a slight bend in their elbow, I believe, and the hand itself closes, and that's just down to some cable, some elastic in the fingers. It's really cool. Oh yeah, that's cool.
I think this could be it. I think these are the.
That's
arms.
one of them, yeah.
He ships them all over the world.
Mm.
He was on the news. So here he is. So they just like have a little shed.
That's
in the
England,
back
isn't it?
garden.
That's England, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Here he is, and he just has a
Oh, he's
3D printer,
so cool.
and he just prints all these arms across the world.
Yeah, it's
Sends
great,
them out
man.
to, like kids in like Asia and stuff as well. It's just a very simple.
Look at his
motion.
arm. That arm's sick. He's got like a Punisher one. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's what we need
He
to be
does it all
doing.
for free as well. That's
Yeah,
what we should
man.
do. I mean,
Helping people is the most important thing we can do, I think. As humans, we need to help each other. And I want to print
he
some
needs to become a
arms. Man.
supplier for like the NHS or something. Like that's what they're.
Or just design
money,
shit. Just design stuff that helps
satisfaction.
people. That's awesome. I want to print some arms.
Just help one person at a time.
Yeah, that's great. That fucking
I
great.
think one of the things I got told about designing, like, if you're never gonna like do your own business, just always design something that will better your life, because you're the only one who's gonna change it.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, like I printed out this little disc for me to do like one little small thing to make my life a little tiny bit better.
Yeah.
And if you keep doing stuff like this to improve your quality of living, I think in time you'll find something that will improve someone else's quality of living as well.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
And when you find that, then you can just go from there. And I think on that note, Jake, that inspirational thought.
Inspirational thought.
Inspiration.
So this has been episode. What episode is this, Joshua? Is this 14?
14, I think. Yeah.
Episode
Sorry
14.
it's been so long. We've slowed down a bit, but I think we can.
No, we're back.
speed
We're
it back up.
I don't think. No, I think we've been on. We've been on par, I think, because last week we did the old tutorial video. But yeah, thank you for listening, people. Subscribe to the channel as always. We need subscribers. We've got how many? We've got 11. Something like that. 11.
Yeah, we can up that ante. Ooh.
But yeah, thanks for listening, people.
Right. See you later. Tune in next week. Subscribe, share,
Like it.
hit us up on Insta, and any more phone calls would be
Yeah, call me
appreciated.
again, motherfucker. Call me and tell me who you are. Well, I will find you and I will kill you.
There's something inside me that pulls beneath the surface, consuming, confusing.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday is said tomorrow, so just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!